Hello, hello. Let me know when you can see me and hear me. On my side, it seems to say that it's working. It will be up to you to tell me how good you can hear me and how's the music level as well. I did some adjustments on that because I thought it was a little too quiet on the replays. So we will be checking that out. I will actually go and turn off some ventilation here for the stream, so I'll be right back. At least you'll be able to see some trains running in the meantime. There's another camera that's currently charging. I'm finishing the charge right now, so we will add that angle very soon. Like I said, just let me know how's the sound level. I will be going to go turn off some ventilation system. I'll be right back. Alright, so, I can see and hear you. Sound and music are good for me, but I'm using headphone as upstairs is being noisy. Okay, well, I mean, I mostly use headphones as well. The perks of speakers, you can adjust it. I hope people can hear it. I'm very open to adjusting it throughout the night, no worries. If other people say something, but I think we should be good. What do you think of the camera angles so far? I hope this sorry about that. I hope this looks decent. Like I said, where my face is right now, for this view, there's gonna be another camera that's gonna point out at the whole completed section. Technically, there's enough batteries. I'm just starting the stream, so I figured let's take it easy. Thank you. It's along the back straight, so it's not under the bridge we see there, it's under the other bridge that we don't really see over there, like right where my finger is. I figured it would be a fun view to see the train coming from the long straight or leaving if we run the train the other way around, which may happen. Also, this view, like I said, it'll block this part, but not the part where you see the train. And you can see right where my finger is actually the camera for the scene that's right there. I thought having more ground level cameras would make it more interesting. So I just wanted to do something a little different than usual, but at the same time still have fun. I think these angles are going to be the most common angles that we will see on the channel when I do end scale, because I really like them. Like I said, you're missing the best one, which is the one for the back straight. Since we're starting slowly with being just us two, I'm going to probably keep it that way. But in the meantime, we can get to enjoy some trains, and since you're the first here and it's just us, I'm gonna take out a few trains and I'm gonna ask you to choose the next one. So I'm gonna give you a few options, and once you see them, I'll let you know when the list is complete, and we will be able to put that on for a little bit. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna just, by the way, I'm just gonna put engines. It's just for now. The engines will represent the full train. And no, we're not doing records like I did on my videos. That's gonna take too long to put on it and or remove from the table. Let's put a few options that are actually different. So also the current SD40 that's running, this will come back in the rotation later. So if you liked it and wanted to see it, keep it going, I mean, we can leave it now, but we'll probably run it again later. So, you know, you should be safe on that side. So which engines could I put that would make sense? I could put... I kind of want to do the Rapido, and since it's early in the stream, we'd have chance to fix if it starts stuttering, like it does half of the time I use it. So the Rapido, which angle could be a good angle where I could put all the engines on? I'll put them under the bridge, I guess. So how well do you see? Okay, so it's more that side. I'll put the Rapido here. That's gonna be an option. I'm gonna put, I call it the Rapido, but it's not a Rapido, it's a, oh, hi Colleen, glad to see you here. As I was saying to Kevin, a few things to know for this stream. A, I did more camera, well, not more, different camera angles than usual. I just realized you can't see me. I have another angle that we will add later. It's just since it's the start of the stream, I'm finishing charging that phone. We will put it on very soon. You need to let me know the music sound level for both me and the music, as I adjusted some stuff earlier today. It sounded good on my side. I'm not sure for you guys. Right now, since Kevin was the first one to come in, I'm setting up a few options for him to choose the next train. Once that is done, you will be the one after. That way, I will be able to keep a rotation of trains going on. So I'll be right back with a few options for Kevin. And I know you're going to see my chest. I will fix that as soon as I sit down. So that's an option. We will put this as an option. I'll move this Kato as an option, and the last option will be the Alaska Railroad. I don't know how well you'll see. So pick one. Wow, you really don't see the Alaska Railroad. Okay. Do you see this one at all? A little bit. Not a lot. Okay, so. Alright, so Kev, once that train's gone by, I will give you 4 options. The option number 1, if you really like the current engine, it can stay for a few more laps. Like I said, don't worry if you like it but you want to change. It will come back later tonight if someone else picks it, but it will come back in the rotation. I'm realizing I'm not looking at the same camera. Other option would be one of the 3 engines you kind of see in the top right camera. There's Alaska Railroad GP40. There's a VRL F40PH that can but not always be temperamental. Or the Kato ES44 AC Canadian Pacific. I mean, I could throw in another option, another CP rail option. I do have a GP40 with the old paint scheme that I could throw in the mix. Kato CP, you're on, buddy. Alright, so I will not turn off, but put that engine in the yard, and then I don't know what I'll do for cars, but I'll figure it out. So actually, I will put the camera on right now for the backside, as I want you to guys and gals, if I say guys, Colleen, I just want you to know that you are included. I just say guys for group, not for men. FYI. So I will be placing the camera so you people can see what I'm doing in the yard, and I will be switching the engine after. Perfect, so the camera should get on pretty quickly. There you go. It should be the best looking image of the group too, because it's a phone camera, which is usually actually better than most regular like webcams. I'm holding it in a very not normal way, but it works, so I'm not complaining. I'm just happy that it does. I thought this could be a good view. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it looks neat, actually. I can get it a little closer. It's on a drawer, like three drawer caster thingy. So those Walmart plastic caster drawer thingy. So yep. So I'll put that in the yard. I'll put it on the lane 1, so I'll turn on power for lane 1 and send the engine down there. For the cars, I'll unhook them right there actually, and I'll roll them manually somewhere. I'll probably leave my what is it called, the reefers on the track because I really like them, especially since there's 3 of them that are new. But the other cars, I'll just take them off manually. I'm trying to avoid most of the manual stuff because that's how you break parts, but I'm willing to risk it for some of them. So, do we want to change the... No, I like the way that it's going right now because there's 2 lights in that direction. So, let's see. Let's go pick up the cars. Also, completely unrelated to this stream, but very much related to Model Train. Who else here was very happy when they saw that Dave received an N-Scale starter kit? He is one of us now. I know Colleen and me are both N-Scalers. I think I just saw August join the chat, and if I remember correctly, he also has or wants some N-Scale stuff, which, you know, part of us. And Kevin, I know you said you're very happy with your HO scale. There's nothing wrong with it, but N-Scale's fun as well. So I will be putting more cars behind that train, and then we will enjoy it a bit more. And I will go back through the chat and say a proper hi to August and go through the conversation. Alright, so give me a minute. I'm just going to build a train for this. And we will be able to enjoy it. How are the camera angles with the with all the cameras actually? I want your guys' opinion. So I'll add some cars right there. I'm not gonna make it too long, but I still want a decent train. First things first, the most important part, a caboose, and not just any caboose, a proper Rapido caboose. I want a depressed center beam, center car, depressed flat car, whatever. I want one to bring a Caterpillar tractor around because I can, and it's fun. I want my 3. You know what? No, not this one. This one's gonna be that one. And we're gonna put some stone cutters on this. It's not gonna take too long. Sorry for the delays. I just want to make sure that we get everything we can so that we can enjoy it to the maximum potential. What else? I will put on. So there's not much metal wheels on there, so the lighting system is going to be iffy. You know, whatever. I want the 2 lines on there. Where is my orange? Where did I put that car again? Up here. And that should be sufficient to look decent. There you go. And there you go. Let's send it off and enjoy. Alright, so let's go through the chat. I saw that some people came in. I'm glad. Alright, so let's go through the chat and say hi to everyone. Awesome for the view. Awesome for the camera angles. Like I said, hello August. Welcome here. And yes, we are doing the N-scale layout. Yes, Dave can truly live now. He will now know the joys of reassembling a coupler in N-scale. I can't wait for him to do that. And I'm glad to hear you started with N-scale August. Rebel, welcome here, and I'm glad you did. Well, the perk is you can buy cheaper stuff that's not as detailed and you'll still be happy. So, you know, there's always a good side to everything. I highly suggest those ramp re-railers like Dave uses for his HO scale. There's plenty in N scale and they're very easy to use. He also got one for his N scale, so I guess there's that. What else? Hello. So I'm very jealous of you for picking up any set of Amtrak for $20. Honestly, the best deal I got was a $60 set, and it was just 5 cars, no locomotive. I got happily stuck with a railroad crossing the other day and saw the racks free. I mean, yeah, you're one of us now, Colleen, where you enjoy getting stuck at railroad crossings, so that's always a good thing. And also, Rebel, keep in mind, being fast as heck, not only is it really fast, but if you put an HO scale at the same speed beside, the scale speed would be much faster in N scale than HO scale, so that's even crazier. Colleen, for the amount of cars behind a train, I have no idea what the maximum would be. It will very much depend on the terrain and engines and everything. I am not aware of any regulations. There might be, there might not be. I just don't know. I'm sure you can look it up. I've seen trains upwards of 200 cars in certain areas. Doesn't mean it makes sense it doesn't make sense in all areas, but there are very lengthy trains out there. So there's that, but I am not aware. Honestly, it's the maximum capacity of what the train can hold and the couplers can hold at that point. So Rebel, if you want a little bit more space but still the convenience of being able to bring it like a pizza box or a briefcase, I've seen a few people do it in a guitar case. They use like the neck part of the guitar as a yard, and they did the layout in the like bigger part of the guitar. I don't know guitars enough to have the proper name, but like the long skinny part was the yard, and the big where there's like, if it's an acoustic guitar, it's a big empty box as a where they fit the layout in. So there's that. Otherwise you can do like me and do a 2x4, and that actually lets you do a lot of things for the space. So there's that. So those are a few options. I figure as you guys prefer to see my trains over seeing me, this is always an option for review. But if you prefer the trains as I do, honestly, I do not blame any one of you if that's what you prefer. I will put the train cams. And why did this one go away? Should come back. Because now you're just seeing my hair, and that's not the point of this. Come on. You should come back. There you go. So yeah. We're gonna let this one run for a bit more, as I just put it on for Kevin, but I will definitely prepare the next train, which Colleen has already been named the next person, being the second person in line. For the rest of the night, it won't be the people coming in, because usually there's a good amount of people that comes in and out. I will try to get everyone, but as everyone know here, time flies when you're enjoying yourself, and seeing trains running is really enjoyable. So I may not have the time to run trains for everyone. All right, Colleen, that's a pretty easy choice. Thank you very much. I'm not running it. I'm for sure running it. I'm wondering, were you here when I ran it last time? Because I ran it, I think, once on stream after doing a full cleanup. Like, it took a while to clean up, but I did a full. And now it works. It can be spotty at times, but not as bad as the Rapido. I know in my previous video I said I wouldn't talk bad about Rapidos. I'm not talking bad. They're a great company that does great things, but some engines are temperamental. Perfect. Regardless, I'm running it, and I hope you enjoy it. It comes with 3 beautiful passenger cars that are Superdome, I call them. I don't remember what the real name is for these cars, but I will show you actually. And these are all metal wheels, so they will run. So all 3 are identical, so I'll just show you one. These are the 3 passenger cars. Well, that's one, but all 3 are the same with just different row numbers. And we will be running that behind it. Thank you, Rebel. Please like the good for scenics. Yes. That's actually, so that was this train was my first N-scale train set I got. Well, my first N-scale train in general that I got myself when I got back into the hobby, and it got me interested in what was that train and like was the history and everything. I don't remember it all because it's been 6 years already, But I remember this is not, well, this is not the most recent, like the latest cars that they're running. They're not running these anymore. They used to. This is a cruise company. And when I say cruise, I don't mean like in a bar. I mean like a boat, those giant vacation boats. Cruise company that the McKinley Explorer is one of their cruises, which is on a train. It's Westor that owns them. It would be for a collab with Alaska Railroad, which is its own entity. I thought it was a very interesting thing, and that set from Bachmann is an incredible set for scenics, as you say. Not only because in real life that's their whole point, but there's also the fact that since it runs in scenic views in real life, if your layout is a scenic view or a scenic area, you can run that train pretty much everywhere without issue, right? It's gonna make sense on your layout. So just a fun little tidbit. It's a great little starter set. It's a Bachmann, so the tracks and the power supply are not great, but the train itself is great. So if you find it under $200 Canadian, it's worth it. But last time I checked, it was $300 Canadian now, so not as worth it. But under 200 Canadian or under 150 US, 120 US, definitely worth it. And it's a DC set, but there's a speaker box underneath, whole, not a full box, but a whole, as if it's ready to be DCC sound converted. Alright, so I'm gonna actually switch you guys here so that I look at the camera when I'm talking to you guys. I know you can't see me right now, but it's ready in case. What time is it? It's 8:27. In 3 minutes, when it hits 8:30 at my time, I will be changing the train for Colleen's request, which is a very good request, might I say, and should be very easy to run. Should be, keyword. I'm always, when there's an area that there's no train movement, I'm always a little worried that the camera froze and I didn't realize. So that's why I might sometimes squint at my screen or something. So, funny you say that, August. This is the main N-scale layout that we've ran most of the time. I reorganized some of the stuff here, but the real thing is I just changed the camera angles and arguably put better angles. So, this is a mess, like, I'm aware. But the tracks behind, the tracks going up, these were added a few weeks ago. As in, I moved the plank of wood for one that already had it. I thought you were here when I ran it. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways. That's a that's a discussion for another time. But am I already tired? But yeah, this layout, like I said, this area I reworked some of the track, but I believe the last time we did an N-scale stream, it was as is, just very different camera angles, and I will say I much prefer these ones right now. Much prefer. Oh, and you guys are in for a surprise with the HO scale. I reworked a lot of tracks. I like more than I expected myself to. Oh, and it's 8:30, so thank you very much. So we will stop this train when it gets here, and we will take it off to put Colleen's requests. I don't know how, I know it's not visible right now for you guys, but I think I showed it once. I have my display shelves up, and I am actually using them for, for my engines, and I'm very happy to have them. I don't have enough space right now on tracks to have all my trains on the track when I'm not using them. But I still want to display at least my engines because I'm proud of them. I really like them. So having them there is helping with that. I enjoy seeing them when I get into the layout section of the basement. I don't want this to crowd the view too much. So I'll put these over here. Put the caboose with the engine on the display shelf, and I will put the Alaska Railroad engine on. Let's see how the engine alone operates. I know for a fact that the cars behind it will not affect it, but I just don't want to. I just want to see the engine operate a full lap properly by itself. Thank you, LA. Alright, so the engine sounds like it's healthy, and we will be putting the 3 cars on. Just give me a sec. Alright. She's not a fast one, but she's an enjoyable one. I'm sorry, I froze. I forgot that you came over, and yeah, it changed quite a bit, like a lot. Like a lot. You will have to come back at one point. Alright, so... I'm trying to think if I have another engine that's speed match, and I don't think I do. It would have been nice to fill up the layout a bit, because this one is not fast and not long. So well, I mean, we see it at camera at angle at a time, so at least it's not that bad. I should set up full screen versions of each cameras so that we can see it properly. I guess I could do this and add the other angles. Like so. I could add one up there. There's a mix, actually. I'll put back this. Why is this one so slow to get back on? Oh, not that bad. Alright, so, I will turn them off and on to show you which one I'm talking about. So the one, well, top left, the one that took time to come back, the one that the train's in right now, is an old Pixel 5 phone that I have. The one it's coming up to, it's a Logitech webcam, which is not great, but I have it, so it doesn't cost me anything to use it. Right there. Then this one, the one that the train's coming on right now, that's a Nexigo webcam. I just need to make sure that the properties, the resolution's good. Yep, it's good. That's a Nexigo P660 webcam, and the one in the back, the main view, the one that you see better here, is my my Pixel 7, my daily driver phone. That's the phone I actively use. I put it there for the stream. I'm gonna have to check the battery once in a while, because streaming video like this without charge, even though it was at like 70%, it might drain. It might drain before. How do I say this? It might drain before the end of the stream. So Nexigo, Nexigo. Dave has all of the. He basically only has those. I tried it. I like it. They're great for the price, but they really require good lighting. I have half decent lighting. That's why the two phones have amazing image and the two webcams don't. But you know, a phone is worth $1,000, a webcam's worth $50. Yeah, so Logitech is actually an old one. You can't even get that one anymore. I don't even remember where I got it from. I know one of the two webcams I have is my friend Alain, who's here, that gave it to me, and the other one was garbage from work. So, you know, either or, they were not the super high-end cams. One of those two is above my HO scale layout on the ceiling, attached there to show the top view, because I like it. But for this layout that I'm currently using, the Logitech does just fine. The Nexigo, as Kevin spelled it, is doing decent, but phones are much better. So if you have old phones laying around that have half decent cameras, there's a free app that you can use called Droid Cam. I'll type it out in the chat. Droid Cam. That app has can be connected through Wi-Fi to OBS, which is what I use to stream. So that's the setup. It's a free app. You could use you can pay for it for higher quality and what loco is sitting in center for? Oh, that's my Rapido via rail. I'll go get it. Slightly temperamental, but looks incredible, and when it's feeling good, it works amazing. Colors are not the best on this camera. I'll show you on the other camera. High level of details, slightly temperamental, and amazing looks. And when it runs fine, when it feels fine, it runs amazing. It really is when it doesn't feel like it. So at wow, already 8:40. What would be a good time frame? I feel 15 minutes a little short. I could do every 20 minutes a change of train. Is Rebel still in the chat? I'll actually check just a second. Yep, Rebel, if you're here. So, Kevin, I wouldn't recommend it. Not because it's not great value, but because that money could be spent on something you know you'll love. Like for instance, the VRail E8, I'm gonna say something I shouldn't say because I want one and I haven't bought it yet, so I don't even know if they still have it. Rapido E8. So, if I recall correctly, Kevin, you are in Canada as well. Even if you aren't, it's still worth noting what I'm about to say, but if you are, it's going to be... okay. So, I might shoot myself in the foot by mentioning it here, but Udder Valley, which is in Ontario, which avoids customs, has Rapido stuff for sale, and they sell it at a lower price than Rapido themselves. Right now, I'm not going to say this specific one because I want it, but right now they have some new stock of stuff that Rapido stopped producing a little while back for sale at a cheaper price than Rapido ever put them, simply to get rid of it. Some of them are DC, some of them are DCC. You can get a Rapido engine for under $250 brand new. I mean, those are DC models. I know it's still a lot of money, but for a Rapido engine, it's really not. So, if I were you, which I am not, which you are free to do what you want, but what I personally do, I'd rather save my money for one of those, because I know I'm gonna love the engine. Yes, you might get a little less for your money, but you have a guaranteed engine that you love. Just saying. I also am becoming more and more a firm believer in the quality over quantity for model trains. I know my layout would show differently. Let's just say that now that I'm at this level of quantity, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to buy more. I want to replace my lower quality stuff for higher quality stuff. There's some stuff I don't want to replace, but most of it is. HO scale, I haven't reached the point of replacing yet, but I'm already looking at my stuff, thinking, well, if you buy more, it's going to be high quality of something you really like. You don't buy stuff just because it's cheap and it's nice. I mean, it's not a bad reason, but well, I'm saying that, but as soon as I'm gonna hit a train show, I'm gonna be like, spend all the money, it's such a good deal. So, you know, I'm just not a big gambler either. So that also makes a difference, I guess. And to me, these boxes are gambling in the sense that you know, you don't know what you're gonna get. You're spending hundreds of dollars, and you don't know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get almost like all the unboxing I've seen of those. They almost got double of the price worth in stuff. So quantity for the price, those are insanely good deals. But if you don't want it, you either have to resell it or trade it for something you like, or you're stuck with it, right? If you're lucky and you get what you wanted, then you got great, but there's no guarantee. That's the problem. OVR did do surprise boxes like this, mystery box, that are themed. So you can say, hey, I want to do a mystery box, but I run modern Canadian or modern. I don't know how precise you can go, but I know the era can be very much specified for your box, and I believe you can narrow down a little bit. So all right, so August, I believe I misspoke. When I say don't buy stuff because it's cheap, I don't mean buy new exclusively, especially not new, not broken. I just meant if you go at a train show and see a table of old Tyco boxcar, like there's 15 for $20, but half of them have details broken off and old horn hook couplers and bend wheels and stuff like that. It's a great deal, but unless you are looking to fill a yard of boxcars, that's usually not what people go for. That's what I meant by don't buy just because it's cheap. But you know, you can find a very good deal on the used market for a great loco that either needs some work or just because you're lucky. And I'm all for this. I'm not against used. I'm actually all for used. I'm just, I don't want to buy lots of cheap rolling stock just because it's cheap. Like, I don't care if it's new or used, as long as it's in good condition. I would prefer my 3 Rapido caboose and 2 Prairie Shadow caboose over my 15 other cabooses. That's what I mean, right? And I'm keeping some of my 15 other, but I'm actually thinking of selling some of my other cabooses because I don't use them anymore, because, well, have you seen these, right? I guess I'm getting picky on the detail level, so that affects my decision in purchasing stuff. But yeah, so Jersey Bill has not responded, but August, you are here, and it is 8:50 at my time. So I will take out a few engines, and I will get you to choose the next train. I could get out. What options do I give you? This one's gonna be one for sure. But before you just pick this one, I want to give you a few options. Also, side note to your last comment for mow equipment, sometimes old beat up cheap mow is more realistic because the real ones are very beat up. It seems like the only thing railroads don't maintain is maintenance equipment. So, like I said, this engine, I could run that. I have a. Do I want to run that now? Yeah, sure. There's no good or bad times for that. This little steam engine. I can see that you can't see it clearly. I will show you better later. I'm just choosing a third option for you. Just give me a minute. I could do, yeah, let's do that. Alright, so you probably see very bright. So first option will be the little steam engine. It might not have lights on it, but it looks pretty sharp and runs amazing. It's a Botman, surprisingly. There's the one you guys I've shown a few times. I know I've bothered you guys and gals a lot to run this one. I will leave it in a list until it gets picked, but I will not be mad if it never gets picked because it's a very temperamental full train, not just the engine. And for the last option is something we've ran before that I just love. It's my new, the lighting kills the details a bit, Central Maine and Quebec. So those are the three options. They will all have different rolling stock behind. We will see with your choice which one would you prefer. So the VRL, the Central Maine in Quebec, or you want a Central Maine in Quebec? For sure. All right. One of the very few that I don't have a caboose for, unfortunately, because it only existed after caboose time by like a few years. The best part about it, it has snow plows and ditch lights, both front and back. And yes, the ditch lights are working in the back as well. So this one, we will do it a little different, and we will run it the other way around, just because why not? We will use the front ones tonight. I will not reverse it, but... So this is one of the engines that I discovered on OVR. I didn't even know Atlas made those until I saw it there on sale. And now that I know about the company, I wanted an extra engine of that company, but realized that Rapido only made an HO scale version of that engine. Not that one, actually, another engine, the SD40-2Fs, or I don't remember what the last letter is, but it's the one with the cab that goes all the way back, like all the full width of that company. They only made it an HO, so, and I'm not skilled enough to repaint an engine. Alright, so let's put some cars behind this little beauty. What can it pull? I mean, it can pull a lot of things, but well, what will it pull for tonight? This one. So these two, if they're not too temperamental, off to a great start. We will also remove the Alaska Railroad. Here, let's put it right there. The only train you guys will not choose tonight will be the last train, which will be the Japanese bullet train. It's a fan favorite anyway, so I know I'm not going to disappoint anyone by running it. So, what else did we put behind? It did pull some lumber stuff in its during its existence, but that will be at the back of the train because it's an empty center beam. We'll put a few boxcars, I guess. Let's put these three, and then we can actually let's put four. So let's move it forward a bit. Let's put, I saw this gondola here that looks nice. And finally, actually I will add another boxcar because why not? Actually I could put the, yeah, let's put that one on as well. I just really like that car. That big tanker. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, it did not latch because it wasn't on the track properly. You know what? Well, where is that? This is a Quebec Central. Wow, why is it struggling? It should not be. Honestly, these two first car, not the greatest rollers. I thought they were, but apparently not. What is? There seems to be a lot of resistance in that train. Nope, it's just heavy, and it goes pulling up a hill. Because my bench work is not great. So. Be fine now. Yep, she be fine. Let's call her Sheeby because she be fine. I wish I could run these two as well. I will put them back where they were. so, and yeah. Alright, so let's go back to focusing on the stream. That's just a pretty little engine. She be fine, yes. So, let's go through the messages. So, fun fact, August, no it is not. That road name existed between 2014 and 2020. So, like I said, I think it's the F model. What is... it was an XCP repainted, so CPSD 40-2F, I think. Yeah, it's the F. So CP40-2Fs, that this company bought and repainted some of them to that that railroad mark, which is Central Maine and Quebec, which, so if you remember the Lac Mégantic incident over 10 years ago, I think it was almost 15 years ago now, the company that used to serve that railroad, and that company went under because cleaning up that mess was too expensive. So the company who bought the equipment from the previously defunct company was Central Maine and Quebec, which was created for this. So, fun fact, that's how that came about. Yeah, Montreal, Maine, and Atlantic. There you go. So yeah, I saw the mark and I was like, huh, I don't know much. I went to read about it, saw this, and thought it was interesting. So yeah, fun little engine. Let's go see if OVR still has one in stock, because there was 2 left when I bought mine, and I bought one leaving one. So N scale Atlas GP 38. Thank you. Well, I don't know why I'm saying thank you. So, unfortunately, there's no DC left. But they have 10 of the DCC version of that engine. If you want one as well. For $255 Canadian. I know it's not cheap, but for an N-scale DCC engine, pretty cheap. It's blue and silver, actually. The middle part is blue and the top and bottom parts are silver, with the black part for the wheels. I know, like the colors you see in the camera right now, that's the correct colors. Am I allowed to send links in this chat? Because I know you guys aren't by YouTube rules, but I'm not sure if I am. I am. I think I am. Do you see that link? Alright, awesome. So, to anyone in the stream, not just August, if anyone is interested in that engine in DCC, in the DCC variant, that's the link. I am not sponsored whatsoever by either OVR or Atlas. I'm just very happy with both. That simple. I had one piece of track fail on me in N-scale. I contacted them. They just requested a picture of the broken part and a proof that I bought it, which was just a screenshot of my purchase on a web store that was legit. And they just sent me another one. And for OVR, well, they always have great price, and every time I call them for information, they have great service. So That's it. There's no more, no less about that company, about any of these two companies. But yeah, that engine, incredibly detailed. Like I said, if you can find the DC version, of course it's half the price, so it's much cheaper. I would recommend, I mean, if you already have a DCC setup, go for the DCC one. But if you don't, try to look for the DC version. It's just as detailed, the lights work great, and it's much cheaper. As much as DCC is nice for a lot of things, I'm not yet sold on DCC for N-Scale. I can see why it would be nice, but I'm not converting all my equipment, and I'm not reselling all my equipment for DCC versions of said equipment. So, what time is it? Okay, so it's been not 15 minutes because it took me a few minutes to put it on. So at 9:15, which that's my time. That's all I'm seeing as well, August. Right now, the only chats I see is us three. The viewership has dropped because my friends left. They just came here to say hi and yeah. I appreciate it. I know they're not into trains like we are. I haven't seen Colleen or not Jersey Bill. I haven't seen Colleen or Rebel talk recently. I believe they are still here. If I know Colleen already chose one. So Kevin, fun fact: most decoder installs for N-Scales, they're technically easier. Take your time, Colleen. You're not in a rush or anything. I was just wondering. So most of the time, not all, but at least for diesels, most of the time the DCC installs would be easier than HO scale because they're mostly all drop-in decoders. Like you open the top, replace the Drift. Open the top, replace the PCB that's there with the DCC variant. The thing is, you need to find the proper compatible DCC PCB replacement. That's why I'm really not a fan of it. And a lot of my equipment is actually older engines, and finding them is going to be very hard. And my Rapido stuff, well, I don't even know how to open them with the amount of details that's on there. Since Drew just came in, Drew will be the next person to choose a train. I will take out a few options and show them to you, Drew. And you will let me know between either of these engines which one you would prefer, and I will run a train that goes with that engine. But we will only put it on at 9:15 at my time, so probably 8:15 if you're in East Coast. I'm assuming you are in Ontario because of ONR. If you are 8:15, but yeah, in about 6 minutes. So I will find 3 engines, and you will let me know which one you Winnipeg. Okay, so you actually it's gonna be at 7:15 for you. I didn't know. I mean, you couldn't be a fan of a railroad that wasn't in your backyard, so I don't know where I'm talking. Give me a second. So actually, I'm gonna do something a little different for For you, Drew, I will ask you to let me know, would you prefer a freight or a passenger train? Because instead of going through everything and then giving you a very limited option, I will give you options with what you want to see. So, Drew, freight or passenger? Freight, perfect. Large modern diesel, small modern paint scheme diesels, or yeah, that's about it. Large diesels or small diesels. Both will be modern paint scheme and probably Canadian. And when I say small, just to make it clear, I mean like a GP40 or a GP35, or I do have switchers, but they don't pull enough to put a train long enough to see on the layout. Like, I enjoy them, but might not be as fun on camera. So, large diesel or short, or smaller diesels. What force exactly? Alright, so I am not seeing an answer, but I don't know if Drew did not answer or if he did and YouTube hid the message, because YouTube does that sometimes. Even though I'm on the live chat option, it doesn't always show all the options. So I'll just pull out 2 of each and let me know which one you want on the floor. Please repeat. Okay, nice. I was wondering if you preferred a big diesel like a 6-axle or a smaller diesel like a GP40 or GP35 or something along the lines. Both will be modern diesels, but do you prefer a bigger one or a GP40-2? Wow, that was specific. All right, I'll get you 2 or 3 models and let me know which one you prefer. All right, so that's a test. That's a test. Oh, actually. So, before people get their pitchforks out, I know one of them is a GP35. They're close enough. I will show you all 4 models. I might have conditions to one of them, but we don't talk about that. So, first option, which has no condition, is this beautiful little multi-mark CP. Simple with a great light on it. I love it. A slow runner, but that's in a good way. I have this a little peppier with a little bit less light, but still beautiful. Is that light a little too strong? Wow, CP multi-mark. All right, that was quick. Talk about someone who knows what he wants. I will put the other engines back in the shelf, and then we will switch the train. Alright, so it's 9:15, so we will stop that engine, swap some but not all cars because some of them can be used with that engine as well, and we will put a caboose. I have one in mind, but I can't see it right now, so I will have to look for it. So this one will go back in its place. Keeping them safe so that we don't break or lose anything, like I've already done, unfortunately. Let's have a little bit of fun, and let's add a little Russell snowplow. I think it's a Russell. Anyways, a snowplow. Hi, Rouser. So we will, and also add a caboose that has a little person at the back. I will swap out 3 or 4 cars. Or not, actually. I like it. I'll just add the caboose and the snowplow. So, snowplow goes in the front. Whoop. Why did it block? Huh, the coupler hangs low. It wasn't an issue until recently. And let's add the caboose. It's not running all right. Is there a wheel out of its socket? Oh, there's some dust in the wheel. Yeah, that could be problematic. Oh, there was a lot. I did run that engine a lot. Not engine, caboose. Wow, that is a lot of dust and hair stuck in there. I'm gonna have to fix this before I put it on track. There you go. It's out of that wheel. Alright, I can put that one back. Let's see the other truck. Come on, wheel, get in. You know you belong there. What is going on here? There you go. Why is the wheel not going back in? It spent years there. Why is it problematic now? There you go. This wheel has hair as well. Cats will do that to your trains. And that wheel's the worst for rollability. Alright, so sorry if you're just seeing my head. I'm now realizing. Alright, so let's read that not comment, but live chat section back. So, Rouser, nice to see you here. If you stick around for a few minutes, well, quite a few minutes more, you will choose the next train. So, stick around. Also, I will just stop my train so I can attach it. It's going to be much easier. Come on, there you go. Sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, the snowplow booth in the front. It's a I think it's a Russell plow, not sure. I technically have two of those. I got one in mint condition in box as new that had the old style couplers, and I wanted the new style couplers, but instead of replacing it, I found a super deal on this one with the proper couplers. So now I have one mint in box and one that I use actively. Not mad about it. These are beautiful little models, and they're just fun to push around. I guess we could run the rotary snowplow later if someone wants it. I usually like to put it in front of an engine that's pulling my track cleaning car, as if it was cleaning the layout, but that's not the thing cleaning. I just think it's fun. I might turn that train around just so that you can see the plow coming at you guys. I think it would look nice. We don't have to, but it would be nice. So, for Rouser, I will show a list of options. I have a loco. I didn't. So, long story short, I've been chasing some Kato blue and yellow passenger cars for years. I had found a good deal on Facebook Marketplace. I tried to negotiate it down a bit. The guy said no. A few weeks later, it was still there at the price I tried to negotiate it to, but I didn't have the money at that point because I had spent that money on something else. So, and now that post is gone. Probably someone bought it up, and I saw a similar but less full kit for double the price on eBay. So I've been chasing for a set of blue and yellow VRL passengers, but I've never found one at a price that I want, and I absolutely want the Kato versions and nothing else. So there's that. So let me go get a few options for Rouser so that he can pick, he or she, I think it's a he. You can let us know in the chat, and also let me know which one you want to run when I'll show you the options. Alright, so for options. Actually, I will ask you, Rouser, the same question I asked Drew earlier. Would you want passenger or freight for the next train? And I'm glad you know which one you are. Freight, perfect. So for options, I will bring them here and show them to you right after. This is an option, for sure. I'll move this away so I don't break it. Alright, so the next one will be you like the one from the yard. Okay, so I'll show you them closer to make sure, but I believe the CN, which is the exact same as the one Dave is going to be raffling, except for the road number. I have this one. I have the SD90 as from CP, and thank you, Colleen. And I have this the BC rail that was one of the two engines that broke my freight number record on my layout. And I said on my video that I could probably pull a bit more. I tested anything more and couplers were opening loose. So that was my record. So I know, Rouser, you said the CN. Are you still... thank you for that, Drew. It will be back in the options later. Are you still for the CN, Rouser, or do you prefer one of the other two? I'm just making sure you saw the all three properly. Yes, the CN, perfect. And this is not to change your mind. This is to show Drew. My favorite part is the nose with the lines on it. I just think it looks really, really nice. And it has the Canadian bell on top. So I will just put these back and we will put the CN. Also, since I mean, it's called a start, and we all started there. Rouser, I spent more money than common sense would dictate on engines in general, and well, rolling stock in general. But 2 is more than fine, honestly. Unless you have a giant layout, you probably can't run more than 2 on your layout, so, you know. Alright, so we will have some fun, and we will pick up by switching, quote-unquote, the engine, some of the cars in the yard. I'm sure you love that engine, though, colleague. Like, no questions asked, you love it. Oh, see, it's big enough to do a lot of things, but not too big that you have... sorry, I was reading August. I'll just finish up with Rouser and talk to you after August. So yeah, the 5x9 is a great size because you can have a 22-inch radius loop and still have stuff on the outside of the track, so either it protects your train from falling or lets you have a straight piece in it so it's not just a horseshoe curve on each side. It allows you to do more, but also it's still a decent size that you can reach from all around, so I like the size. August, yes, OVR has a lot of US customers according to them, because with their discounts that they offer after conversion, it is often cheaper to buy from them and get it into the US than to buy directly from a US supplier at full price. That's great. And Rouser, I mean, I think we all do this, so I can't blame you. What was I going to say about that? I mean, just enjoy it. I'm sure you do, and I'm glad you do, and I'm glad you enjoy your engines. But you have the space for at least to run both like to have 2 loops if you want to run both engines at the same time. I do not recall if you have DCC or not in as a control system and as your engines, so you'll have to remind me of that one. If you ever told me, I don't even know that. I have a bad memory for this stuff, so don't take it personally, just to make sure. So, we will move out most, but not all, of the freight on that table. Where is my super heavy Sienna right there? Oh, I've seen that one. I love that layout. Okay, that DCCX is a pretty good thing to have. Yeah, I've seen the track design. It's a very nice design. It must be fun, actually. So, let's put it that way. And let's have metal wheels in the middle of the train so we can enjoy the light system a bit. We have these cars, but we also have that one. I'll put... I'm not going to run a CP rail caboose with that. That would make no sense. And we'll run the CM caboose, actually, because that makes a lot more sense. Sure, Kevin, sure. And when I say Kevin, I'm talking to myself, not you guys. you, Kevin, you actually make sense. I just love my caboose more than, not more than I should, because I should love the equipment I buy, but I run them even though it's not realistic, is what I meant to say. Alright, so let's just have this one off for now, and let's go pick up the cars in the yard for fun. No, it's the ones here I want to get. So let's reverse. And yes, I'm leaving the center beam there. I don't mind that it's not at the end, even though it's not as safe. Oh, I thought it did latch. I'll just get a little hand of God help, and we will run a pretty long train, actually. Yeah, I like it. All right, so let's look at the chat again. So, going back through your messages, you are running DCC-EX. I need to double check the HO scale, granite, and gorge layout. Granite gorge and northern layout. Okay, yeah. I recognize it. Why did it slow down so much? Okay, that's fine. No derailments. It's not the one I had in mind, but that's an even better one because it has even more option. So that's a very cool layout. It's an old school construction, probably wouldn't build like that nowadays. No, but it's fun. Keep it that way. Yeah, it's a pretty common story online. I'm one of the few who did not stop when I got busy with life. If anything, I use this as my therapy. So I actually need this. It's weird to say, but it's not going anywhere. But yeah, you did the very normal and typical thing to do, and I'm just glad you're back in the model railway. So the reason I'm very I often stop talking often. Some of these cars are a little bit more finicky and tend to derail easily. So I often turn around to make sure that they didn't derail. That's why I stopped talking quickly. And yes, it is a good therapy. And just to make it clear, I am fortunate enough to be able to build a permanent layout with scenery. I understand not everyone is. I would 1000% run a temporary oval on my kitchen table if I couldn't have anything else. I do not blame. And I know it sounds weird to say because I know, Colleen, that's exactly what you're doing. I am not aiming at you. I'm actually, I just want to encourage you, if anything, because I know how difficult it is to find space. It is difficult to find space for something dedicated like this. But to me, this is, running trains is too much of a therapy not to do this, not to do a temporary layout, especially now that we have amazing track with Kato Unitrack or Kato or whatever. That is 1000% the way I would go about. I don't know how long I would stay with a simple oval though. If that would be the case, I'd probably end up with the, I don't remember which variant it is, but the one with the bridge that the add-on with the bridge that goes up and down the like over and under bridge. That would be my my first move probably. But yeah. So I never had those dreams. My dreams are, oh, derail. I'll be right back. Which one did? Huh. Not the one I expected to. But the coupler is pretty low on that side, so I will turn it around hoping that it'll fix it. All right. So yeah, Colleen, I do not dream about my rolling stock much, not because and or finding other. I just really have weird dreams. I don't know why, I just do. So unfortunately, my rolling stock is not part of my dreams. But yeah. So I agree with you, Rouser. I believe we had that discussion, and you're one of the people that really care about the accuracy of said the scale. So my suggestions for the Fast and Furious cars did not work. Yep, that's it. Yeah. Where did I see a set of... Was it Go Train? I need to find it. If I find something, Colleen... I mean, it might not be affordable, though. That is the other problem. The few that you find are very expensive. Groups... If I find one, I will let you know. Where is... Oh, right there. Canadian and scale stuff. No. Ooh. What does he have for caboose? Oh, it's toast. Never mind. That was not that bad. No, it was Amtrak. Never mind. Unfortunately, it wasn't what I thought. Unfortunately, I did not find any. I'm sorry. Yeah, Go Transit stuff is just nearly impossible to find in N-Scale. Hey Dave, no worry. We've ran a few trains and you are actually, so what time was the last train swap? 15? No. When did Rouser 35? I think so. Anyways, at 8:50 your time, 9:50 my time, you will choose the next train. I will give you a list of options because I know you don't know my whole collection, and I will let you pick from that list. It's gonna be easier that way. So I'll go start picking up some locos for you, and you let me. And once I've laid the few options down, I'll show you and you'll let me know which one you want to run. Thank you. I tried something different. I just need to make sure something... Okay, I should be good for a little more while. I have 2 phones and 2 webcams running right now. I'm sure by the quality of the image you can tell which ones are which. So there's that. I'm trying to think. I do have technically multiple... I don't have more cameras, but I have other views to change up the look, or simply hide my or simply have my face show up like this. But so far, yeah, this is a glitch. That phone seems to take time to get back. So yeah, there's that. But once it gets back, you will see the layout again. And come on, you can do this. Last time I had it work right away, but the time before. This should kick it back in a... Come on. Right there. There you go. So, I figure that you guys prefer to see trains over my ugly face. So, there it is. Alright, so for trains for Dave, I will give you 3 options. 3 that I know that you like. Well, actually, 1 I know you like, or 2, and the other one, it's something you guys have never seen on my layout. I don't even think I've ever posted it online, well, on YouTube, but I've had that for a long time and I've used it quite a lot, just never on YouTube for some reason. So, first option is that one you guys have seen, is this Via Rail, my beautiful Kato E8 with a set of passenger cars. Second option is this Amtrak that you guys probably never saw, with this set of Superliner passenger cars that I don't think it's ever been shown on YouTube, but I've had that for years. Yes, I'm showing this because I know Dave got some recently, and I want him to have that option. Or third option is gonna be, I'm gonna show Dave. He's probably gonna pick that one just because of this. My Rapido PC rail, oh, the other way, with the caboose that goes with it. So, Dave, Amtrak, perfect. He set up before he saw the PC rail, so I guess, will he change his mind? Why are you sticking out? You were not sticking out not long ago. Whatever, I'll put you down to make sure you don't fall. Alright, so the Amtrak. Still Amtrak because it's new to the stream. That's fair, thank you. So, I will stop the train at, well, no, okay. I will put my cars back into the yard, well, at least half of them. And we will put the Amtrak afterwards. Let's do a little bit of switching for a change. I should turn on this. Oh, the battery's really weak. That's unfortunate. Should fit there. Oh, derailment. Wow, all of them did. Alright. That's the joys of live stream. Yep, that's on track, but it's not going to fit there. Alright. I'll push this one over here. Sorry if it's taking a while, I just enjoy this. Alright, so let's put up the new to the stream layout. So we will run the engine first, a lap alone. I don't think you have this one, Dave. I think you have the P42, but I don't think you have this this engine. I know Corky has that engine. Well, a similar model of that engine, but I don't know who else does. And yes, this has the old style couplers for N scale, because I didn't feel like changing all of my my whole train, and or even changing the, I guess I could change the coupler on the engine and one of the cars. So my set is not as complete as yours, Dave. It's a 5-car set, which has the coach baggage. I'm reading them as I see them. Come on. These lash weird. All right. A regular coach. Do they have interior? Yeah, these have interior for some reason. They don't have lights, but they have interiors. Oh. I am bad at placing them on track. Alright. I have a... this one is a dining car. I'm putting them in the order that they came from the box. Come on, why are you derailing? There you go. That was my fault. And this is the one I told you about, Dave. This is my Sightseer Lounge. This is the one with roof windows like this. I thought that was pretty neat. That's my favorite one of the set. And last but not least is my sleeper car, deluxe sleeper car, as it says on it. So let's see it go around. So it shouldn't derail, but I haven't ran this train since I moved here. So it might derail due to some track alignment. Alright. Thank you. Alright, so let's go through the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. I saw that there was quite a lot of discussion. Alright, so it was frustrating at times, usually. I'm glad you got help, Rouser, for the DCC EX. Thank you, Colleen. I'm glad you did. I don't know if I'm the most reliable source of information, but I'm giving you my experience, which at least there's some information. It's still not the top level of information. Turnouts are fun, but can be problematic. Take your time, August. For those who are lucky enough to have local hobby shops, they are still great sources of information. Not just people working there, but customers there will love to talk to you about their setup and why they prefer certain things. I'm one of those people, so I'm sure if I have a YouTube channel about trains, I'm sure you guys know that I like to talk about it. But, you know, in general, I'm sure you'll have more people who enjoy it. That is pretty cool that you did a setup that way, Rouser. Oh. Wait. Uncoupling. These old school couplers are not the greatest thing, but they work most of the time. I did say most, not all of the time. I'm still gonna end up getting a replacement coupler for. Oh, yeah, it is, but worse. It is called the Rapido coupler. Well, actually, you have some on your lifelike giveaway engines. Yes, it is the equivalent of the horn hook. It is not great for, as soon as there's resistance, they slip up and downwards and they uncouple. So I guess they don't work as good as the horn hooks, which is bad. The engine's coupler is pretty finicky. I retrofitted that coupler from another engine that someone else retrofit that coupler on for exactly this purpose. I should find a what is it called, a knuckle coupler. Oh my god! I should find a knuckle coupler for that engine and put a knuckle coupler on the first car. I didn't, but I should. Yeah, unfortunately, in N-scale, those couplers are really not as fine, unfortunately, as you can see. It's a mess. Well, not a mess, but it's problematic. And that's why it was barely, if at all, on the channel. Not because I didn't want to run it, because that problem occurs more often than it should. And when I'm alone, I'm okay with it. But on live streams, you guys came to see a train run, not to see me run to the train. Two very different things. So yeah, unfortunately, these are problematic, but on the plus side, I did recently buy a set of replacement couplers for one of these. It was for another train, but I'll use it on this car. I just need to find a coupler for the engine because it's not the same mounting mechanism. Yay. So yeah. Did we have a miracle and have it stay hooked? I am happy about that one. All right. So I'll be honest, I did not fully follow the full servo discussion about turnouts between August and Rouser. As long as you guys understand each other, that's the great part. And this channel is about sharing information, not just me talking. So I'm quick changing to the next train. You know what? I'm not. Hello, Jersey Bill. We will run it a bit more. And we will enjoy this train for a little bit more. And Jersey Bill will be choosing the next train, actually, since he just came in. As I just did for the others, Jersey Bill, I know you weren't there to see it, so I'm going to explain it to you. What I do now, since it was actually suggested by my girlfriend and it's been working great for the channel, is I'm gonna take out a few engine. Hi Dan, you will have that same option. So yes, since Jersey Bill was the newest, but second newest, because Dan is now the newest member to come in, not member but watcher. He will choose the next train. I will take out 3 engines and show them so that you can choose from these 3 engines once you've chosen between the three, I will do a train that fits or matches said engine. And Dan, if you stay for a while, you will be the next person as well. So it'll be Jersey Bill and then Dan if they stay long enough. So give me a minute. I'm gonna, oh my god, every few laps. Jersey Bill, your turn might come quicker than expected. No, actually, I want a Kato coupler. I'm talking about what they call the Rapido coupler, but not Rapido the brand. I'll show you an example in a minute. I just need to find one. I really don't have much stuff with it anymore, but right there, I have this caboose. So it looks like a I don't know if they had a wire for this, but it's the hook like this. I don't know how well you can see it. And it's flat on the side like this. These are very problematic. Do not recommend. If you want, Dave, I can show you how to replace them for your engines that you're giving away. That would be great content. You fighting with a N-scale train, N-scale coupler, actually would be great content. Just gonna make sure that they stay hooked. There you go. One just slips above the other one. That's what happens. So I will put away some boxes and then take out. Not my problem. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, some people still use them. Just to be clear. Also, for your contest, I do already have a very big preference in the items you are giving away for N-scale. I am fully aiming for your set of well cars, the container cars. I know it has that kind of coupler. I don't care. I will replace it. I really want that one. It's just exactly what I'm looking for. I uncoupled it instead of fixing it. I've been looking for a set like this for a while, but every time I find one, they're expensive. If I win that one, I'll be very happy. If I don't, well, whoever wins it, I'm sure is going to be happy as well. Just mentioning. And yes, I would take that over a locomotive because I have a lot of locomotives. I don't have a lot of well cars. Alright, so I will take out the options for Jersey Bill and then we will see. Hi Jeff, by the way. I saw you coming in. I'm glad you're here. So we just did passenger. What we could rerun that we haven't ran yet. That could be nice. You know what? I might not have as many trains as I thought. Might need more. Who knows? We haven't seen... Actually, Jersey Bill, do you want a passenger train or a freight train? going to be easier to give you options that way. Yes, I mean, the correct number of train to have is n plus 1, n being the number you currently have. I am in the talk for another engine with my local train shop, but we don't talk about that part. And if my girlfriend's watching, yes, it's the one we already spoke about. It's still put aside for me, but I haven't received the pictures yet, so I'm waiting. So passenger, all right. So I will give you a few options, and it'll most likely be Canadian. Actually, not necessarily. Alright, so for the first two options, it's going to be two VRLs. Either this modern F40PH or this 1970s E8. And the model isn't from the 70s, the actual E8 is. And the third option is stuck in a tunnel, so it's not going to be an option. I'll take it out when I'm off stream. E8, please. Will do. So I'll give this one a lap or two extra. It somehow did 2 consecutive laps without losing its cars. So we're going to let it run until it does lose its cars, and then we will run the E8 with a what I think is nice passenger train. Alright, so let's see through... Oh! Hi James. So, glad to see you here. Again, with the Monday live streams being busy. And I mentioned the couplers and it did that. We will... Glad to see you here. What road mark do you want your gondola, Jeff? I'm curious. Alright, so we will take off the Amtrak and put on the V-Rail. Let's run it that way as well. Alright, so its train has a very specific order if I don't want too much trouble. We are needing a fix because Dave took off Tuesday, Kevin's. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could move my my streams to Tuesdays, but that would only work for the summer for me because I have activities every other season. Thank you very much, August. So next would be not this one, this one. Right, I forgot the Amtrak was there. Alright, so let's see how well the VRL handles the stream. I will it will flash, I am sorry. Those have electrical pickups in there that I made myself, and they're not the most reliable, so I have a party going on. Also, just putting it out there again, I was not aware of James' live streams on Mondays when I set mine. That's why I did so. I am debating between changing the dates or not, because on one hand, you guys that are used to this are used to Mondays, but the other hand, James is a very great person, and I don't want to be on at the same time. I've been told by multiple people not to change it, but I still feel like I don't know. I want to support James. Yeah, I think Wednesday could be a good move. I would just like to make sure with my regulars here that Wednesday would work for them before moving the streams. I know it's not a big amount of viewers, but those were my my viewers since the beginning, and I'd like to make sure that you're right, Dave. You're right. You are right. So that's where I have more issues with Dan. I'm not in the same time zone as James, and with my work schedule and personal schedule, these times that I'm running are the only available times for me for a stream, because I need to prepare before and clean up after before going to bed. So if I change something, I'm changing it to another day. I think I'll do what Dave just said and just keep the Mondays and just let people know that there's multiple that there's James streams, that they can watch it both at the same time, because, well, it works for me. Today works for me more than most days, and yeah, I like Mondays for this. It's work weeks are not fun. At least if I can get trains on on Monday, there's that. I mean, if I wasn't streaming, I'd still run my trains on Mondays, but now I have an excuse to have to run trains on Mondays. You know, it's partially a fun thing and partially a now I have to, and that's a good way that I have to, you know. So yeah. So yeah. So since this one is working great so far, I did say so far, knock on wood, everything. We will run it for more than a few minutes, but in the meantime, yeah, I'm keeping it on Mondays. But yeah, in the meantime, Dan was the next person in line for choosing the next train. So I will ask you, I will have to put capacitors. I just don't have any with me, and those that Dave has will not work for me because they will never fit in such a small car, especially since it has interior. I need some tiny capacitors to put in there. But yeah, then I will ask you first, do you want a passenger train, which there's only one option left technically, or a freight train? Actually, unfortunately, now that I think about it, I will have to do a freight train for you, being that the time I have left and the what's available. All right, freight. I will pick up a few engines and you let me know which one you prefer and I'll build a train around it. Just give me a sec. So, all right, I have 3 options for you, and one of them is a passenger actually, because it just so happens that it's on the tracks right now. I could just flip a switch. I will actually take a phone camera and show that one to you, because it's going to be simpler to do that than to bring the train over. So I will let VRL pass by the top left corner. Alright, so turns out there is a passenger option. Sorry for the motion sick people. This steam train with an old heavyweight coach and a caboose is one of the 3 options. I will bring back the camera. There you go. And for the 2 other options, there will be the SD90 Big Mac. This one. I got him bad. And for the 3rd option, it will be my SD40-2. So which one would you like? The steam engine, the SD40, or the SD90? SD90, perfect. Whoops, there was a uncoupling. Give me a minute. This will go here. And I need to fix that. Sorry guys. Alright, so I am back. We will give this one a few more laps and we'll switch to the requested SD90 with a train that goes with it. So, about 2 more laps. Two more laps or a coupling issue, whichever comes first. And with this setup, probably a coupler issue. What I could do is start building the SD90 train right now. Sorry, again. All right. All right, so going back through the chat. All right, so August, what's causing the passenger lighting to flash? Bad connection from a homemade electric pickups, and because it's homemade, it's not as good as Dave's. Mine was made with aluminum foil paper. Works, but not great. Also, I don't have capacitors for my my cars that fits in these cars. It's a good looking train. Thank you very much. It is. I'm not one to run my trains fast, but I think this is a proper speed and it looks great. Whoops, I missed. Thank you very much, Colleen. That's not the worst thing you could have been diagnosed with, Rouser. Alright. At least you didn't knock your socks off, so, you know, there's that. Alright, so it is 10:36 at my place. Welcome back, Jersey Bill. For the last train, there will be no options for anyone because it's one of my favorite trains and it's one of the crowd favorite train as well. We will be running the Japanese bullet train. I'm always bad at showing it on camera. So that will be the last train. It will not be now. We will enjoy this one for a bit, of course. But yeah, this will be... That will be the next train. Also, not this stream because we're running out of time, but eventually on another stream, I'd like to bring back something I've already showed on stream and on video, but I just really enjoy. And it's my rotary snowplow. I know it's a Japanese one, but it looks close enough for me to be happy, and it works. So, you know, that is something we will run another time. At least we got a snowplow tonight, so, you know, that was nice. We will be finishing at around 11 my time, so in about 25 minutes. I'm not saying that so that you guys leave now. If anything, I want you to stay, and I'm... Oh, did I hear derailment? Oh, not a derailment, but I did lose something. I lost my cargo. I'll put another one. Just for fun. Alright, so... Oh no, Rebel. I'm assuming it's back since you're messaging. Alright, so, do you guys have, actually, that is a good question. Colleen, I will say this. You are not under that obligation with us. Be yourself. Whatever that is. But yeah, do you guys have any question and or suggestion for the next stream? Do you guys would like to go back to the HO, or do you want to stay on the N scale for the next stream? I don't have any plans, and I don't know what I'm going to work on. I've actually done a ton of work this week on the HO scale. I've done stuff that you guys are not ready for. And I'm very happy with the change. Yes, Kevin. I'm not sure if yes is yes for N scale or yes for HO scale. That is a... let's see for some HO for the next one. Perfect, will do. I'll give you a hint for the HO scale stuff. I did not remove any track. I did not add track to the track list bench work part, but I did add some usable track. So I can't wait for you all to see this. It's actually quite fun. So perfect, will do so. I will add myself and add the other camera to this one. Roy cam existing P5. It should come on anytime now. Is it coming on? No, it's not. Why are you not coming on? Alright, so why is it so big now? Oh, I moved the wrong thing. Click to screen. Oh, it's upside down. Right. Transform, flip. There you go. And shrink that down. To there. There you go. I want to see more. There you go. And I'll bring myself a little closer here. Yeah, like this. Alright. Roll over exit. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, for the HO scale stuff, I'm excited to show you guys the track changes I've done. I will probably not leak, but show that in a video this week. I started doing regular videos again. I like it. I'm currently figuring out a way to make as little editing needed as possible, which seems to be fine. My videos seems to be going pretty smoothly. I'm happy with them. I'm too not that kind of leak. Dave, come on. Numerically, what is N scale? 1/160th. I'll type it because I probably mispronounced that. And I'm typing somewhere else. Alright, have a good one, James. It was nice seeing you. 60. Browser. Is that what you mean? So it depends. Actually, depends. Yes, depends on which area are you. It's okay, August. So you are correct, as in depends. There are so just like HO scale is 1/87th and OO is 1/76th. I think it's 1/76. There is also a slightly bigger N scale, which runs on the same track, and it's also the English, by English I mean England, scale, which is 150th instead of 160th. The N stands for 9, as in 9mm, which is the track spacing. So yeah. You know what? I'm I'm not. I don't need that kind of leaking. Depends. Wow. Okay. So back to trains. You guys are the best. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but yeah, I am spiraling as well. I will most likely do a regular video on YouTube for my HO scale stuff, the progress that I've made. Like I said, I found a way to make a decent way of not too much editing required for my regular videos. So that's probably what I'll do for that as well. I still haven't done an update for the N scale. I don't think I'll do like the other ones where it was a big update for the 2. Yeah, I'm noticing that, Dave. That's the unfortunate part. I'm trying to be consistent at least with the live stream and one upload a week, even if it's just the YouTube Shorts. It actually still prevents my channel from being killed by YouTube, if you know what I mean. Yeah, whoosh. I'm making a. I missed a joke. I guess I'm really tired. But yeah. Wow. I am so bad right now. I'm tired and I'm missing a lot of jokes, unfortunately. But yeah. Brand flakes. Oh my god. But yeah, I will. I'm trying to get back into making regular video content for my channel, which helps. And but I need to do an update on the N scale. Not that's any. There's nothing you haven't seen here. Just talking about the height change and why. Also, I need to do an update on the HO scale. I'll do two separate one. You guys are killing me. I've lost all focus. It's not a bad way, by the way. I'm brain dead now. Oh no, Dave, if anything, I'm glad you're doing this. This is exactly what I want for the channel, for live streams. It's good interaction, it's fun for the group. Yeah, I was focused on trains. That is correct, Browser. It's perfect. I'm just, my regular day job requires a lot of my brain power. So when I get to trains, I'm turning off my brain, and now I'm talking to you guys. You're really, you're really shutting down the brain. The few brain cells left are not talking to each other right now. But yeah, we will. All right, let's try to get back to this. And don't worry, August, I'm not going anywhere. My brain isn't here, but oh God. I want to see some. I want to see some screenshots on Messenger whenever you have the time. I've been actually good recently at not buying stuff. There's only the last trip to my ladder train. Oh, God, guys. Oh my God. All right. Yeah. The only purchases I've made recently was my local train shop. Well, local, 250 kilometers away local, but that's the closest for me. And as I was leaving, I saw a diesel engine that I wanted for a while. Oh yeah, thank you. I guess we're gonna stay longer because I've lost both track of my brain and time. But I have not lost track of my bladder. Fucking hell. Alright, yeah, the Japanese train. So yeah, I was looking into a CN engine that I found at that local hobby shop. I'm not sure, and again, local, 250 kilometers away. I'm not sure if I'm gonna drive there, have someone driving it to me, or ship it to me. That's what I'm looking into right now. Since you are Dave, I may send you. I don't like peas both ways, Jersey Bill. I might actually send you a short list of items that if you find for under a certain price, I'll get you to buy them and ship them for me, and I'll pay you back for it. There's a short list of items that I've been looking for a while, and if you so happens to find said items, I will gladly pay for them. All right, so I will switch the train. I'll park that one there, put this one on, and then remove the other one. This is such a gorgeous train. Love that. Yeah, well, it is in scale, actually. Yeah, it'll be a small list. So we will run it that way. You guys are the best, actually. You are the best at being the worst. I'll put it that way. That's how I couldn't be happier that I found you guys. Alright, so we will be staying longer for an extra 15 minutes. I know I said I was done at 11 my time, but it's already 10:55 and we haven't ran the Japanese train, so we will stay on a little longer. And again, it's... my TC. This is... Oh my god, Dave. I understand you so well. Detailing an engine, it's such tedious work for what it is. I love the results, and every time I do it, I'm so happy that I did. But looking at putting them, and I'm so not feeling like it. It really is not my cup of tea. But I always love the results, so whenever I end up doing it, I'm always very happy I did. And no, I will not be using that side track for the whole time. I just wanted to put that train on while I was removing the other one. And I say a lot of things. Right. So we will be removing I will switch the camera setup so that you guys you can see more trains, less me. There you go. Alright. I will go a little bit faster because it is, you know, a bullet train after all. There you go. It is mine too, Colleen. It is mine too. August, I think we all very much do enjoy that train. It is something very special, and it's very different, right? We don't see that train much. Like in the model, I was reading the chat. I will answer the rest. The bullet train is not a commonly model in North America in general, not just a specific scale, and being that Kato and Tomix are the two prominent makers of that train, and those mostly focus on N scale. It is even harder to find one in HO scale, but even for N scale, not a lot of people model them. I understand they don't fit on most people's railroad because, you know, if you model North America like I do and like most people do, a lot of people prefer to stay true to what they model. So, and I understand. I just love that model too much not to have one. So that is actually a good idea, Rebel. So I do agree that the metal rails are great. I just have N scale, which don't have metal railing. Well, I do have HO scale, but they don't have metal railings either. I mean, so it is part of my bucket list to ride one because I wish I would ride it before, you know, passing, but I'm not like in need. It's not my top one priority. I personally quite enjoy my model as is, and a trip to Japan is not the cheapest, so this this is probably the closest thing I'll ever have. Just as an FYI, Jeff's, my kit is also close to 20 years old. I got it recently, but I got it used from eBay from Japan. So this kit is probably the same generation as yours. Then it's a different model because mine is not picky at all and is perfectly fine through the switches. Although it's perfectly fine. No, there's an Atlas switch on there that it's perfectly fine with. It's only perfectly fine if the motor car is at the back pushing. If it's pulling, it's always derailing, but if it's pushing, it's fine. So, there's that. Oh, well, I guess we have a different model. Mine, as you can see in the videos, when it passes by a low camera, it is pretty low, but it's been good to me. So... So, Rebel, that person has a bed for an apartment, unfortunately. 6 feet by 7 feet. I'm a 6 foot tall guy. That means I either have a very narrow bed and a foot to spare on my feet, or I'm touching the walls on each with my head and feet when I'm going to bed. It's awesome, Jeff. I'll try. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you. I'll go check that again. Go to channel. I will make sure that I am and that I see your notifications. So I did not have the notifications on. I actually was not subscribed at all. Actually, for whatever reason, I was sure I did. I'm sorry, Jeff. I thought I was. Apparently not. But yeah, your next live stream. I mean, if he's happy, I'm not saying that he can't be happy in that space. I'm just saying it would be a tight fit for me. But yeah, Jeff, oh boy, what time? Because I do have something on Thursday nights. Anyways, I subscribe to you. I put on my notification bell, and if I'm available, I will definitely ask you to run that one. So Friday? Oh yeah, I should be good on Friday. If I'm not too busy with Dave, I will be good. Dave can keep me busy on Friday nights. Oh, that's fun. John Train. Hi, by the way. The fastest I've been on a train. Okay, so I need to convert miles per hour to kilometers per hour. So mph to. Ayo. There you go. 85. Okay, so about the same speed as you. I was in the ocean, and it is a normal thing for them. Between Quebec City and Drummondville, there's a section where they go at the speed limit of 85 miles per hour, so 135 kilometers an hour. That would be my best, the top speed. But the best part about that experience was not exactly the speed, because even if it did go 60 miles per hour, I would have been happy. The best part is that is in the morning, and I got to enjoy a nice breakfast in the restaurant car while traveling at that speed. And there was a highway on the side, so I saw myself passing a car while eating breakfast, which to many people might be normal, but to me was a very special experience. And I understand that 130 kilometers an hour is not the fastest for a lot of European or Asian trains, but in Canada, that's very fast. We don't have high-speed rails, so quite a fun experience, honestly. I cherish that memory. So yeah, that's how that would be my fastest train experience. There was that one, and the other one where we were hitting 8 feet tall snowbanks because of a snowstorm, but that's a different story. It's Rouser, I will not ignore you. It is funny, actually. Eating breakfast is a special occasion. I mean, yes and no. I'm not the best at eating breakfast, but to me it was the fact that I was eating breakfast on a train going 85 miles an hour that was special. But yeah, Jeff, I've been in a bullet train at 190 miles per hour, Spain, France. Yeah, the TGV, the train à grande vitesse. That is also a train on my bucket list, both for model in N scale and actually getting a ride on. The difference is I would like to experience a modern one in real life, but I want a model of the orange one, or actually I prefer the silver one for design. I'm usually one that doesn't like silver cars or silver things because I find them plain, but that one is a different story. For some reason, even though I prefer orange usually, I would prefer the silver train for the model. I wish I had a chance. Me too, Kevin. The only unfortunate thing is I was born 20-something years too late. Hey, man. Glad to see you here. Unfortunately, we're wrapping up in a few minutes. But next week, if you're here, I'll, like... Actually, I don't know what time I'll finish next week, so I can't tell you a time. But next week we will be doing the HO scale with slot cars, and I made some modification, which I have more tracks and more more slot cars involved with the tracks. So I think it's gonna be an exciting thing for everyone to see next week. So I will most likely, but not guaranteed, do a video on it during the week. But at the furthest away that you'll see this will be next stream. I think, yeah, I know, Kevin. Very, very unfortunate. That's why I'm putting it out there. I've said it in the past and I'll say it again. If Rapido does a second run at it, in N scale, I'm getting a CN turbo train in N scale. Putting it out there. But yeah, we will have fun next week with the slot cars. If I can make my cars work properly this week. I think that's going to be the goal this week for stuff to do. Alright, well, see you, Jeff. Fixing as many cars as possible for the slot car track. Good night, Jeff. It was nice seeing you. And Jeff, I will hit you up depending on the time, not the day, because Thursday I do have something usually, but depending on what time it ends, I might be in on the right time. Yeah, I've been, yeah, I need to go to work soon. Yeah, I'm so boring that I'm making myself bored and yawning. So that tells a lot. I mean, I was pushing till 11:15 my time, so 4 more minutes. We can, I will push through and stay on until the end like this. I really wish that I could stay longer for the stream, because clearly, by the amount of people here and the amount of activity here, you guys are interested and it's a fun time. This is a time that people want to watch it. Unfortunately for me, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm at the later time of everyone. Like, I'm the... Whoop! I think my camera just died. Yep. Well, this... yeah, I will go... I'm not leaking, but my phone died, and I'm about to die of tiredness. So I will slow down the bullet train, and we will say goodnight to everyone, because clearly the stream is about to end for both me and the stream itself. So thank you all for coming. It was very nice seeing you all here. You are most definitely invited to the next stream next Monday, and have a great week. Goodbye.